Hello, ATD NYC. I'm Greg. Welcome to your April 11th briefing. What a perfect day to give you the 411 on the latest information about your chapter. We are live. We've received positive feedback on our new website since it premiered on April 1st. For those of you that haven't yet visited the site, here's a quick look at what you'll find. First, you'll notice that we have a new homepage that gives you quick access to our social channels and the next 3 upcoming events. When you click on the Events tab on the homepage, you'll be taken to the Upcoming Events page. You'll now be able to see how many remaining seats are available for each event. You'll also have the option to change from a list view to a calendar view of our scheduled events. To log into the site, click the blue avatar in the top right corner. This will bring you to the login screen. Members should have received an email regarding changing their password on April 1st. You can also click the Forgot Password link. If you have any questions, email us at contact@atdnyc.org. You can now also use your Facebook and Google Plus credentials to log in. The transition to a new website also meant that we had to recreate our weekly newsletter. For those of you who did not receive our newsletter on April 4th or today and are watching this briefing on our YouTube channel, please drop us a note at contact@atdnyc.org so we can ensure that you continue to get our chapter updates. I would also encourage you to check with your friends and fellow chapter members to make sure they still are receiving our weekly newsletter. Now let's look at what's taken place since our last recap. We'll begin with the results of our March 20th chapter event survey. 57% of those registered attended the event, and 37% of those attendees completed the survey. While we received high marks for this interactive event, there were some concerns around the setup of the space and the distractions it caused. We also received feedback on how we can use a moderator to better facilitate discussions. Finally, there was a note about announcing if the slides will be made available. We do try to make you aware if the presentation will be available on our Knowledge Center. If you're unsure, check the Knowledge Center first, and if you aren't seeing what you want, send us a note to contact@atdnyc.org. For this event, Dan Lovely, our speaker, provided his slides. He also created an 8-minute and 33-second video recap of his presentation. Members can find all of these resources on our Knowledge Center. Last week, we held our April chapter event at Thoreau College. Andrea Procaccino, Vice President and Chief Learning Officer at New York Presbyterian Hospital and Healthcare System, made us laugh and cry during her presentation about the journey towards innovative talent development at New York Presbyterian. We are working to provide access to the presentation, and it will be posted in the Knowledge Center soon. There are some upcoming events of which you should be aware. Our inaugural People Science SIG and Career Development SIG events have reached capacity. If you can no longer attend, please revisit the event page or click the link in the reminder emails to unregister. Doing so will allow those on the wait list to gain access to these events. Our April chapter webinar is on the 25th, and we have a Coaching Center of Excellence event scheduled on April 26th with our very own Sarah Tennyson. Registration is also open for our May chapter event at the ADP Innovation Lab and for our June chapter event featuring ATD CEO Tony Bingham. Register now so that you aren't locked out of these events. Our Coaching Center of Excellence also has some workshops scheduled. ATD NYC members can receive discounts for the May 17th and June 6th workshops. Visit the event page of our website for more information and to register for these events. Speaking of events, we currently have events scheduled through November. Just note that you may be unable to register for some of them. Our events open for registration 60 days prior to the event date. All of those on our mailing list will receive a notification when an event becomes available for registration. Tonight is the April Board of Directors meeting. We are currently working to fill one final role on the board. Please let any board member know if you have an interest in learning more about our President-elect role. If you have any feedback or questions, please let any board member or extended leadership team member know. You can find our contact information on our site, or you can send an email to contact@atdnyc.org. For those of you that are Power members, meaning you're a member of National and ATD NYC, you'll have access to the following upcoming webinars, in addition to the ebooks, magazines, communities of practice, and research at your disposal. Visit td.org for more information. Will you be attending the 75th Anniversary International Conference and Expo in San Diego? If so, let us know so that we can connect you with others in the chapter that will be attending. If at least 5 members of our chapter attend, we will qualify for discounted rates starting at $450 off per person. If you're interested, email us at contact@atdnyc.org so we can set up a chapter team. Keep in mind that rates will increase again after April 27th. For more information about the International Conference, visit td.org. As a reminder, you can help the chapter by using our Chapter Incentive Program Code, or CHIP, for any purchases through the td.org website. Our CHIP code is CH1026. Before we go, I want to take a moment to recognize our sponsors: General Dynamics Information Technology, Training Pros, GFMI, and UMBC. And there you have it. I hope you found this 411 briefing helpful. Until next Wednesday, remember, we develop you so you can develop others to reach their full potential.